Hello everyone. Here we are in metrology lab of mechanical engineering. In our course there is a topic known as sine bar, and by using this sine bar we are measure a angle. So we already know what is sine bar. Sine bar is a angular measuring device. Here in this figure, this is a sine bar, and in the sine bar, to this sine bar we can measure a angle of a job indirectly. Why it is indirectly? Because by protector or by bevel protector universe we can measure an angle through the scale of this device or tool. But here we measure the angle with the help of sine bar and use this slip length. Slip length means the number of slip gauge are ringing, and then it produces a slip length. With the help of slip length, and this slip length are put over a surface plate, and the surface plate, over this surface plate we also hold this job. This is job or workpiece or measuring piece, which angle we are going to measure. So what happened in such arrangement, we measure this height of the slip length. Here we can see in the figure that is there is a slip length of h1, and in the reverse side there is a slip length of h2, and we can specify a slip gauge by its length between two rollers. Okay, so this length is L. So now we can easily measure this h1 and h2, and already known that L, that's two things we put over this formula, sin theta equals to h by L. How this formula is derived? This formula derived from this simple diagram. It is a triangle, it is a right angle triangle, and this is a angle theta which we are going to measure, and that is a height h which is shown over here h1, okay, and that is the length L of the hypotenuse which is shown here, the length of the sine bar. Here we know that sin theta equals to perpendicular divided by hypotenuse, and that is h by L, and we, according to this figure, h equals to h1 minus h2, and L always be L, length of the sine bar. What is h1? h1 is the height of the slip length that side, and h2 is the height of the slip length that side. So what happened in this case? We cut or deduct this portion of height from this slip length, and we can get this triangle which is shown here, and we measure this, and by this we inverse the theta, which is sin inverse h1 minus h2 by L, and we can get the angular value of the object or job. So here it is a surface plate, and the practical example of this thing we can see here. Here it is the cast iron surface plate, and this is our job, and the angle of which we are going to measure. This angle we are going to measure. Okay, Then we are use a sine bar. This is a sine bar, this is a roller, and this total arrangement is known as sine bar. And here we use a slip gauge. It is a dimension of 70. So we put this sine bar over here, and then we put the workpiece on the surface plate. Both the datum of the slip gauge and the workpiece are same, and now we are going to put the sine bar over here of this angular slant edge of the workpiece or job, and we are going to measure the angle with respect to this datum or surface plate. So what happened, we get the height of the slip gauge easily here, which is 70. Here we get the height of the slip gauge 70, but if it is other than that, that means when we are going to measure another job, another kind of job, it may happen that there is several or various kind of slip gauge introduced there. So that's why what we should do in that case, we are going to show to take two slip gauge, and we are going to make slip length by ringing process. What we could do, we place a slip gauge over another one crosswise, and then press in between, and then just slide up, and just like this you can say, sorry, yes, you can see that this is unbreakable. So this is known as slip length, and by using this ringing process we made longer slip length as well. So we use here only a single slip gauge of 70 millimeter diameter. Okay, so what we are going to measure, going to measure the angle. So here in this board we can use, here what happened, sine theta we are measure in the form of sine theta. Here the height of this slip length is 70, and the sine bar which we are using here, the length of the rail in between the roller of the sine bar is 100. So it is 100. So sine theta equals to 0.7. If we inverse this theta value of the sine, then we can get near about 44 degree something, 44 degree, near about 44 degree. If you can calculate this through your calculator, you can get the value. Okay, so this is the angular measurement technique or process through which we are indirectly measure a value of a job, angular surface of a job, and get the value through this calculation. That's why we can say that is an indirect measurement, not direct, because we can't get the value through the instrument. We get the value through by some calculation after the using the instrument. Okay, so thank you.